Then he turned from his older brother, towards another and said the same thing. And the people answered him as the first ones did. I wasn't sure how far we would get to this because in our study we broke it off into two different studies. But I'll wrap it up here. Everybody knows how it ends. David gets 5 stones, right? He hurls it. We know that those slingers are capable of hurling those at about 150 miles an hour. Those slingers, so what's 150 miles per hour in kilometers? That's 300 kilometers an hour? Those stones, and do you know how big those stones were? They're the size of tennis balls. And it hits Goliath right in the forehead, and it creates a dent in his forehead. Do you know what's interesting about golf balls? Has anybody seen a golf ball? What's different about a golf ball and a normal smooth ball? Those little indentations in the golf ball, right? It's a little smaller as well. Do you know that the reason why they put those indentations in the golf balls, do you know why? That's right. You can go further. Do you know in your lives, you're going to face a lot of indentations. You're going to face a lot of challenges. You're going to face a lot of giants. And God's going to allow them. In His sovereignty, He's going to allow them. And we may be, God, if you are so good, why do you allow this suffering? God, if you are so good, why do you allow me to go through this pain? You know, if you're still alive, if you're still breathing, not breathing, those indentations in your life, God is allowing that so that maybe you can go a little bit further. That by His Spirit, maybe you can go a little bit faster. Maybe you can reach the things that God wants you to reach. Because without those indentations, without those challenges, without those storms and those giants in your life, you wouldn't be built up to get there. And David turns the other cheek. He gets attacked and he turns the other cheek. He understands who to engage. He understands who is the real enemy. In your lives, in your relationships, with your coworkers, with your husbands and wives, with your children, with your parents, we need to be able to identify who is the real enemy.